Gentleman's Portion presents comfort food, simply made. In this edition, a delicious fish recipe. Hello, I'm Nigel Napier-Andrews. Here's a perfect dish for people who don't really like fish. Freshwater whitefish come in hundreds of types, and I've selected two well-known ones. First, lake whitefish, caught throughout the Great Lakes, a cold water fish distantly related to the salmon. Second, tilapia, originally from southern Africa, but now farmed in warm climes throughout the world. The fillets are indistinguishable and the treatment identical. Both are very mild, no fishy taste at all, so I'm going to make a tapenade to give the dish a little bit of a kick. The fillets are washed and patted dry. Spray a pan with vegetable oil, lay the fillets in, and set aside. For the tapenade, we're going to use capers, black olives, sun-dried tomatoes, garlic, parsley, extra virgin olive oil, zest of a lemon, and just a pinch of crushed red chili flakes. So let's get to work here. First I'm going to zest the lemon, and we do that very simply. We're going to take the zest of the whole lemon, that smells wonderful. It's freshening up the kitchen already. I think that's about enough. We'll put that in a bowl. I'm going to take some capers, crush them. Now this isn't as dangerous as it looks as long as you keep the blade away from you. Smash, 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 and then perhaps a little chop. That goes in the bowl. Now some black olives. Now these are a little bit harder, they might chase all over the kitchen, but you know, if we're careful, we won't lose any. And again, just chop them up finely. So that goes in there. Now at this point we will add about 5 tablespoonfuls of evu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that will mix in well, starting to make a mush in here. So now we're done with those two. Sun-dried tomatoes add a lovely lift of flavour for the whole thing. These are harder to smush, so I just cut them up. Can't really chop them quite the same way because they're a bit like gummy bears. Chase them all over the place. Those go into the mix. The distinguishing feature of a tapenade is, of course, the black olives. Everything else is really whatever you like. We're going to keep some of these really nice pieces of parsley aside for decoration and chop the rest up. Again, just go really roughly first. Bring it all together. Chop, 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 chop. In it goes. And so I love this bit, smashing up the garlic. Well, that releases the smell of garlic into the kitchen in a second. Chop it up again. In that goes. Now I'm going to give it a bit of a smush when it's in there. Crush it all up. Oh, and what have I forgotten? A pinch of those, maybe 2. The tapenade is all mushed up. Okay, we're going to bring back our fillets of whitefish, and I'm going to spoon the tapenade one to each one. First I'll just divvy it up into 4 so we get equal portions, and then I'm just going to spread it around very casually, because this is now going to sit and marinade for half an hour under a kitchen foil. Just make sure it's all spread evenly. Doesn't matter if it falls off, that's very easily handled. And this will come up beautifully when this goes in the oven. This will be absolutely delicious. And just cover it up for half an hour and set it to marinade. Preheat the oven to 175 Celsius, that's 350 Fahrenheit. There's 4 good ones, 1 wonky one. There's the timer. But now for the finishing touch, the lemon pieces that we're going to put on, and these are edible, by the way. These will caramelize beautifully in the oven, and you don't have to eat them, they just make an extra little zip of taste in there though. And you'll be glad to see that I've taken all the pits out. So into the oven they go for about 20 minutes until they flake easily with a fork. And while that's cooking, I'm going to boil up some little new potatoes in some well salted water. These little coloured guys, white and red. And they'll cook quite quickly. And so on top of them, I'm going to steam some broccoli spears. That's what we call one pot cooking. There's the timer. Everything's ready at once. Okay, so let's take this fish out of the oven, and just to be safe I'm going to put on my fancy polka dot oven gloves. A bit naff, but whatever. I know chefs wouldn't use them, but I don't like to get burned. I'll put this to the side here, and we'll go over here where our veggies are cooking and see if they're done as well. And there's that timer. Look at this, this is just delicious. So I'll take a spatula, lift that carefully out, put it on one side. I'm just going to drizzle on a little bit of Evu extra virgin olive oil just to sort of give it a lift. You could use butter or margarine. And I think we'll catch one of these little guys and one of these little guys. And some delicious broccoli. Oh, that's hot. Here we go. And that's done with. And we'll just take a little parsley and sprinkle it around the top. And there you have our dish. Baked whitefish with tapenade and lemons, broccoli and new potatoes. Absolutely delicious. Here's the shopping list. And please look for the ebook, Gentleman's Portion, the Cookbook, now available online. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Gentleman's Portion.